Alright guys, we just arrived to Turkey. Wonderful view. It's absolutely amazing. This is the second year that we're here in Turkey, here with my girlfriend, and we're gonna be here for 10 days preparing the Olympic qualifiers this October in China. We'll need to do 170 and 195 kilo clean jerk in order to get a shot at truly qualifying for the Olympic Games. And so I'm going to be training with some of the best athletes in the world. Best also is the Olympic champion, world champion, the Uzbekistan team, the Turkmenistan team, and the Qatar team, the Oman teams, a bunch of national teams from all over the world, all over Asia, Europe, and America. And I'm truly blessed. And now that I arrived here, the number one quote that came to my head was, "The depth of your struggle determines the height of your success." Because last year, I was here for over 2 weeks and I was not able to train at all because of my knees. I was looking everyone, they were all smashing PRs, smashing heavy weights, and I was just there, not even being able to do an air squat. And this year, I'm going to be training with Olympic champions, world champions, and I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm preparing, my childhood dreams. Since I was young, I really wanted to go to the Olympic Games to make my mom, my whole entire family proud of me, and to truly inspire my future children, my future wife, and truly build a legacy. By the legacy that is not focused on me, but truly focused on inspiring others, on inspiring you guys. I don't make any money from YouTube or any of these vlogs. I just do it because I want my kids to truly see all of these videos. And I'm truly blessed. And once again, if you're suffering right now, truly remember this quote: the depth of your suffering determines the height of your success. So the more you suffer, if you don't give up, if you keep going one more day, one day at a time, you will be successful at the end because God is with you. Okay? So guys, I will be showing you guys my training. I will be, commenting on a bunch of stuff. This vlog might be 20-25 minutes long. So truly enjoy. Thank you so much for everyone that has believed in me since the beginning, even when I was, in the trenches, not even being able to do an air squat. And now we're here lifting thousands of kilos every single week. And yeah, guys, God is great, and see you at the train.
Mom! Mom! Come on! Let's go! Come on! Come on! Yeah! Yeah! Come on! Let's go!
Alright, so I'm super tired from yesterday's session, but today I have a dream that I might be able to accomplish, which is to snatch my first 170 kilos. Now, I already did it from the blocks. Now I want to do it from the hang, and in a few weeks I want to do it from the floor. But I really want to do it from the hang because, you know, a year ago, right before my surgery, I did 160 kilos, and it looked very, very bad. And then 2 weeks later, I did it from the floor, right? And so now I really want to do it from the hang, so that means that 2 weeks, I'm going to do it from the floor, which will be like guys, like when I started lifting when I was like 10, 11 years old, my goal was to like snatch my first 170 kilos because it was like the 3 reds. I was like, if I can do that and 200 kilo clean and jerk, like I can retire. Obviously, I'm not going to retire. I want to do 170, 200 this year. And then the year afterwards, I want to do like 180, 205, 180 to 10, something like this. And then truly take a medal at the Olympics with 390, 395, right? That's my goal. But, you know, we truly need to go step by step. And, you know, even though I don't feel great today, I was talking to Meso Asona. He's like an Olympic champion, world champion. We're doing the training camp together. And my coach was like, Brian snatching 170 kilo today from the hang. And I was like, whew. I'm tired today, but yeah, let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do it. You know, I get these feelings and I get these visions, and when I get them, like I know it's gonna happen, right? Like right before the Arnold, which was my last competition, like I didn't have any feelings or any visions or any concrete goals, so that's why, you know, the competition didn't go as well as expected. But now I have that vision of that 170, so it's probably gonna happen. All right, guys, so I'll let you guys with the videos.
Bien eso. Vamos a la segunda igual. Bien. Vamos, recorrido a esa barra y entrando bien duro. Vale, despega sólido. Eso es. Vamos, recorrido. Poco adelante. Vamos. Let's go. Vamos. Let's go. Y el largo es el tirón. Let's go. Despegando ese sólido, ¿eh? Bien duro. Largo el recorrido.
You did what?
It did.
Oh, sorry. Since my point. Yeah. 3-2. No, 3-1 or 3-2? Sure. Yeah. 3-3.
Recorrido y entrando duro. Hay que entrar duro, ¿eh? Vamos, mío. Uno adelante y largo. Acaba largo el tirón, Brian. Largo. Come on, Brian. Ali. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Please. Yes.
Vale.
Hay que acabar largo ese tirón. Let's go. Yes.
right, so this was probably the best trip, the best training camp like I've ever had. Like ever had. We just came back last night. And today, like because of the time change, I woke up at like 4:30 in the morning. Like when you're like half asleep, half awake, and you're like, oh, I just want to go back to sleep. But then I just had a voice in my head say like, it's 4:33 a.m. Wake up, right? And like us as Christians, we believe that in the morning or in the middle of the night, God like can talk to you because there's something important that's gonna happen. Because for example, Jesus, when he was like on the earth, um, he was waking up extremely early every single morning because you're in a higher frequency in the morning, right? Like when you wake up early and like you're doing your own stuff, you're disciplined, like you feel that high frequency, you feel grateful and all of those things. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna wake up, so I just go to the bathroom, do my thing, then I go to my kitchen and I start like drinking water and everything. Then I look at the counter and I see 4:33 a.m. I'm like, oh my Lord, okay, God is really with me right now. And so then I just go like, I do my own stuff. I write a bunch of stuff in my, in my office, in my table board, on the other table board too. And, just like purely like writing. Like this is something that I do a lot. I'm just like, God, please, like, just like write for me. And so I wrote a bunch of ideas for my weightlifting, for my business, for my personal life, all of those things. And then I just heard a voice, like, once again, like super powerful, say, like, okay, go to Cafe Felice and, just bring a notebook. And Cafe Felice is a cafe in Montreal that I used to go all the time in high school, right? But I haven't gone to that coffee in pretty much like over 2 years, right? And so that coffee wasn't in my subconscious. Like I completely forgot about that coffee. But once again, the voice in my head, right? It's just like the spirit of God talking through me. So I go and I just bring my notebook and I'm like, Jesus, please write through me. And I just start writing with words that like I never use. I'm actually gonna, read something to you guys that I wrote. Well, that God just wrote through me because I found it like extremely interesting, especially as someone like if you're someone who just tries to control everything all the time with like your business or your personal relationships like I used to do, and sometimes I also do it. It's just a mistake of mine that I just try and control everything. Like this is gonna help you a lot. Surrender to God is not weakness. It's the quiet, courageous decision to believe that God is who He says He is, even when your feelings try to tell you otherwise. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring or that you become passive or indifferent. It only means that you stop trying to carry what only God can hold. A lot of times we just try and imagine the future. We try, and truly reflect about the past and all those things, and we become anxious, right? Because the things that we're trying to achieve, they look so far away that you're like, damn, like I'm never gonna achieve them, right? Or you have so much pressure because of your finances, or you have so much pressure because something that happened in your family that you cannot control. But here's the thing, even your own heartbeat you cannot control, right? You cannot even control like how your body functions, whether you're healthy or not, right? You cannot control pretty much anything in this life apart from your mind. And even sometimes your mind plays us bad tricks and everything. And so that's why in Christianity we believe so much in surrendering everything to God, giving it everything to God, giving the business to God, and say, God, just please use me as a vessel to truly help others and serve others, because through serving others, that's how we serve God, right? And so it's extremely important to just giving it everything to God. And that's how anxiety, for example, me, I was someone that was very anxious before. All my anxiety is pretty much away. I was always someone that was very, very depressed. I struggled a lot with being depressed when I was younger, and now I'm no longer depressed. I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful to be here and like live life, right? I'm truly happy. And obviously happiness is just a feeling, right? But I just feel grateful and fulfilled, and I'm working towards a purpose, right? And so yeah, this morning was absolutely crazy, like and something that I know, it's been months that I know that I need to start waking up early and going to bed earlier, which is something that I'm going to start doing, because the morning, even though it doesn't feel good to wake up early, it's just another level of enlightenment. It's another level of high frequency, and it's just something that I'm going to start doing. And yeah, I'm super grateful with the training camp. You know, as you guys saw, like I was training with Olympic champions, world champions, all of those things, and my knee is healthier than ever. I'm gonna keep documenting everything here on YouTube. My next training camp should be next month or in June. I'm going to see, because there's a lot of things going on. And yeah, so thank you so much to every single one of you, and God bless you guys. God is great. God truly brought me here. You know, if it was for my own strength or my own power, I will not be here. I will have already given up. All right, so God bless you guys, and see you on the next one.